Good morning, everyone. Today we are starting Narada Bhakti Sutra, another beautiful text we must read at least once. This is one of the texts which is also described as a text or the ground for the bhakti, for the path of bhakti. There are two differences in the Upanishads or in the Vedas. When there are declaration and the statements, they are called mantras. But when there are some books like Narad Bhakti Sutras, there is Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is a Brahma Sutra. The sutra literally means the string. The idea of this flow is basically once whatever is said in the first verse, the sutra, the next one follows the previous one. So there is always a connection. One after one, they are interlinked. So without understanding the previous one, we cannot jump into the second one. So this is how the sutras go ahead and work in relation with each other. So in Narada Bhakti Sutra, we see the sutras follow one after one. They are very short one to start, but again, very meaningful. And without understanding first meaning, we cannot understand what was said in the second one. Before we start, there is also important to understand Narad. Narad is a he is also called Devarshi. Devarshi Narad, that's what his title is. Throughout the Puranas, he is the one who has been devoted as the highest bhakta in the stories of Puranas. He has written this 84 Sutra with his conversation with Rishi Vyasji on the bank of Saraswati River, where this conversation starts. And Rishi Vyas asked him that I understand that only the path of knowledge, the Jnana Yoga, is very dry without the bhakti. So I would like to know the bhakti from you. Now, he is the champion of bhakti. That's what he always, if you remember, we had these stories of Puranas, and he was the only one who every time, anywhere, just pops in and saying Narayan, Narayan. And because he also, not only his personality throughout the Purana is a friend, philosopher, guide to all the devotees. So if you're on the path of bhakti, he is our mentor. Without his guidance, we cannot pursue further, because whatever challenge you face on the path of bhakti, surrender to Devarshi Narad as a guide, as a mentor, as a friend. So when this conversation started with Rishi Vyas, he asked him that I would like to hear it from you, what bhakti is. And this is where the conversation started. And answering that question, the very first sutra, he said, Atho bhaktim vyakhyasamaha. Every sutra starts with the same one, Atha. Therefore, because you asked, therefore, I am now starting to tell you what bhakti is all about. In the second one, he straight away described what bhakti is. And in that definition, he said that devotion is indeed of the nature of supreme love directed toward the God. The unconditional, direct love to the God is bhakti. And further explaining, he also says that devotion is divine itself. It's the form where you get immortality. So you find Amrita. Having gained this supreme devotion, the devotee attains perfection, immortality, and become extremely satisfied. That's worldly affair. And then in the fifth one, he described having attained that devotion, he cares for nothing, never grieves, never hates, never delight in anything, and he finds no urge for sense of enjoyment. Let's pause here with these five sutras to combine together and contemplate today. I'm combining the first five short sutras because they are interrelated to each other, and they all lead to actually the definition and the experience of bhakti, which we can do it in meditation today. Let's start with sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, taking a moment to relax yourself, simply letting go the control over the body. Once you have, keep your spine straight, body locked in any comfortable position. There is no movement that can take place. In this locked position, in your comfortable asana, then you can let go the control over rest of the body to loosen its muscles, joints, and the body sets into relaxation response. There's no tightness, stiffness, or any discomfort. If there is any, you observe, just slightly stretch, loose, and relax. Quickly observing and scanning your body, shift your awareness to your breath, observing your breath and flow of your breath at this very moment. Again, let go the control. Let the natural breath takes over. At this point, when body is relaxing, mind is not occupied with senses or the world outside. Not many thoughts may be arriving. The breath will naturally slow down. Let it go more deeper and slower. Let this process be effortless. As you start to observe, you start to see all these changes taking place on its own. If you require to intervene to slow down your breath, simply slow down your exhalation, and the flow of breath will slow down on its own. Now let's take a moment to observing your mind. With the flow of breath, mind is very much interrelated. As breath slows down, you can also observe your mind slowing down on its own. From the moment of silence, from this calmness, I would like you to let go all the need, focus your attention, even to go into meditation. Simply hold on to the silence and let yourself merge into it. Anytime you may have thoughts, simply reconnect with breath, slowing down your breath, come back to the silence of mind. At first, the state could be a struggle to keep coming back or to remind yourself. It may not stay for long, but whatever time you can hold on and dive in. Even if you have a glimpse of in this very moment, everything else disappears. You alone exist in this very much calm and silent state. all the noise of the world, all the echoes of from your mind, constantly urge to do, act or react, everything is gone. And from this very moment, I would like you to take your own time and hold on to it. A very unique sense of happiness, stillness, the calmness which you connect with. From this moment of silence, while you are sitting, I would like you to invoke your own Ishtadevta, your Aradhya, the one you truly, strongly connected with. You worship, you surrender, you call for help when you are in desperate needs. I would like you also to have his own Swarupa, his form which you are truly connected with. Visualize him in his that form. When there is no need to be anything or to do anything, to act or react and to find solution or find a way. When the world disappears and you are simply you, your usual bhakti won't be the same. There's nothing you need to ask him, not even the guidance. At this very moment, simply you and him. Whether it's a divine form of God or goddess, sitting next to him, close to him. But in this very moment, there is nothing to ask for. All the needs and urge to be or to do anything is not there anymore. And from this moment, when you connect with him, you want nothing but his own closeness. What you are enjoying is his presence alone. Having no expectation to gain anything from this. What can you ask at this point? When simply connecting with him, you have got everything. The very first connection, sense of happiness, calmness, with your folded hands. Look at your Aradhya, look at your God, your divine form. You connect. Looking at his eyes, divine smile, the shine on his face. As you connect with all the divine form and its qualities, it shines through within. Simply observing him, connecting with him. You sense the unique flow of energy. Without any need and expectations, without to be anything at this moment, what all you experience is the supreme love for him. It depends upon nothing else. Mind, emotions, totally turned towards him alone, demanding nothing, not even liberation. Thoughts constantly flowing in love toward the Supreme. Nothing else, nothing else, but him alone. The Ananya, exclusive love and affection. On the other point, you have been connected to him, but there is always a thought or expectation or an emotion to gain, to ask for, even the guidance or support or liberation. The expectation of a return is still love, but devotion when there is no expectation anymore. When you found him, you found everything anyway. There's nothing else to be asked. The stronger you connect, the link, the force that attracts, you establish yourself in a relationship of this devotion, Ananya Bhakti, exclusive love for him alone. When you gain this joy of devotion to Him, He comes to live in the sense of fulfillment. There's no other desire for the things in the world. Therefore, now you have nothing to gain, nothing to lose, not even the joy of heaven or thrills of liberation. No fear of losing anything when you have got Him already. Once you start to enjoy simply being Himself, there is no other sorrows remain, not even in the final experience to meet Him, to be one with Him, to be in heaven or hell. There's no demand, no attachment for anything in the world around or world beyond. Connect with the change, the transformation in the flow of emotion. As this continue to grow, continue to go stronger, this also changes the mind, the thoughts. Mind dissolve on its own in the flow of emotion. I would like you to let go the form of Him, the visualization, and still feel His presence without focusing on His physical form. In the formless, you connect with the same way. It's a feeling that you are still connected with. Now, whether you can see Him from your eyes, you still feel His presence. Now, let's connect with the flow of breath. And in every flow, you still experience His presence. As you reconnect with your flow of breathing, sense of body, and the world around, your bond with the divine is still the same. In the formless, the sense of belonging, the sense of connection, the love for Him and Him alone. Now, you not only see Him, but you also see His divine play. This whole world and everything that you experience is His divine play only. From the conscious mind, let's connect with His divine play. And in deep conscious levels, you're connecting with Him alone. There is no difference. Seeing Him through His play and seeing Him through the emotions constantly throughout. Let's slowly take a deep breath and hold your breath and release slowly. Slowly move your fingers a little. Take a thumb inside, make a fist, and tighten your fist. Feel all the stretch in your arms. Relax. Very gently take your both hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Remembering your divine, bow down to Him, and let's continue this journey ahead with Him, for Him. Very gently rub your both palms together. Soon it starts to feel warm enough. Place it on your both eyes. With a very gentle massage on all over your face, slowly bring your hands down. Taking your own time before you open your eyes, let's connect fully with the body surrounding. Looking down, slowly start to open your eyes. Let's continue our day ahead. Thank you, everyone.